we have already completed our exercise 3.3. So today we are starting our last topic of this chapter, and that is, in that first topic is elementary operations. Now what is elementary operations? We discuss it first. See, suppose you have given one matrix A 1 2 3 minus 2 1 0 and 3 2 1. So what we are saying, this is our first row, this is our second row, and this one our third row. So we are mentioning first row by R1, second row by R2 and third row by R3. Similar way, this is our first column, this is second column, and this one your third column. So column we are mentioning by C1, C2 and C1, C2 and C3. So now in elementary operations we have to learn the same thing. Suppose I want to interchange R1 and R2. On place of R1 I want to write R2, and on place of R2 if I want to write R1, then how can I write R1 to R2? I can write this symbol. Similar symbol you can use for this way also, column also. Same way R2 and R3 also you can interchange, R3 and R1 also you can interchange. Similar thing you can follow with column also. If I write R12, meaning of it is again interchanging R1 and R2 only. Same thing you can follow with column also and row also. Okay, now another symbol we will learn, that is, suppose I want to multiply first row or second or third by any constant, then how can I write R1 multiply by 2, R2 multiply by 4, column 1 multiply by any constant. You can write like this, R1 multiply by K. This is our second operation. If we multiply any row or column in any one of it, then you can write by this way. Now last notation, suppose I want to make a change in R1, but I want to multiply R1 with 2 and then I want to subtract it from R2. So I can write like this, that R1 will be multiplied with 2 and subtracted from R2. Another symbol also we can write, R1 multiply by 2 add in 2. Meaning is R1 is multiplied by 2 and added in second. Same way if want to subtract, then R1 multiplied by minus 2 added in second. Now the same thing you can follow with the column also, and this one we will use in our next topic. Now main important thing, that is the inverse. Second topic your inverse, or you can say invertible matrices. Invertible matrices. What is invertible matrices? Invertible means those matrix whose inverse will exist. And how can we write inverse? Symbol is this. Suppose we are writing matrix A, its inverse, then A, and we can write minus 1 power, read as A inverse. Now what is the definition of invertible matrix? If we multiply two matrix A and B or B and A, and if you get identity matrix, then you can say both are inverse of each other. But remember, whenever we want to find inverse, your matrix should be square matrix only. You cannot find inverse in a rectangular matrix. So for inverse we require square matrix only. Suppose we take one example, that if you have given A 2 3 1 2 and you have given B, that will be your 2 minus 3 minus 1 2. Now how can we find, how can we check both are inverse of each other? That let's multiply both the matrix, 2 3 1 2. Similar way, 2 minus 3 minus 1 2. Now let's multiply it. 2 2s are 4 and 3 1s are 3 with minus sign, so minus 3. 3 2s are, minus sign means minus 6 and this will be plus 6. Similarly 2 1s are 2 and plus or minus minus. Minus 3 plus 4. Now let's check. 1 0, this will be cancelled, this also cancel. What you get? Identity matrix. When you multiply A with B, you get identity matrix. Similar way you have to check BA also. So let's check BA. Here only I write 2 3 1 2. Let's check it. 2 2s are 4 and minus 3. Similarly 2 3s are 6 and 2 3s are minus 6. Minus 2 plus 2 and last minus 3 plus 4. What is the meaning of it? Here you are getting 1 0 0 1. So again identity matrix. So what you can say, that if AB and BA both are you are getting identity, then A and B are inverse of each other. Inverse of each other. How can I write? A equal to B inverse or B equal to A inverse. So this is our first elementary operation, and then what is the definition of inverse? I have explained definition by example also. Now let's check the theorems of inverse. Our first theorem, that is theorem number 3 for inverse, that if inverse will exist, then it is unique. Unique means if we have A, then only its inverse can be written, A inverse, only one inverse, not the other. And theorem number 4, if in a square matrix, if inverse of AB will exist, then it will be B inverse into A inverse. You cannot write A inverse into B inverse, it is always B inverse into A inverse. Now we can prove this theorem also, but as far as your exam concerned, no need to do the proof of any theorem, but just for your understanding, let's take AB inverse. What we have to prove? It's equal to B inverse A inverse. So we can take that multiplication of these two will be identity, then only you can say both are inverse of each other. So let's take B inverse into A inverse equal to identity. Now what to do? Here we have A into B inverse. Now we will remove one term, because we already know that A and A inverse is identity. So what you have to prove? We have to keep AB inverse on this side, and these two term will be shifted here. Now let's check AB inverse, B inverse. Let's multiply both sides by A. So I into A. So that way A inverse cancel, similar way multiply with B, and you can shift that term on this side. Now main important thing what you have to remember, that is A B inverse equal to A inverse. We cannot write A inverse B inverse only. Let's take AB. One example we will take, B equal to 2 0 1 3. Okay, let's find out first AB. So if we get AB, then what to do? Its inverse and B inverse A inverse. But for that we have to learn the method of finding inverse. So that I show you first. Suppose what is the method of finding inverse? So let's, before we start how to prove this, we follow the method of finding inverse. I give you one example, and by which we can get the inverse. Now see, for finding inverse, we have to follow the one method, elementary reduction method, or you can say row reduction or column reduction. But normally we are following row reduction method only. Okay, what is row reduction? That I show you. Suppose first your matrix A, I want to find A inverse. So both two ways I can write, 1 2 2 minus 1, 1 0 0 1. I can write like this. Now what I have to do, here I want unit matrix and the inverse will be shifted here. In your book another method also given for finding A inverse. What you have to write? One identity matrix with A, and then you have to shift your matrix. But the easiest way is this one. So better option, first you follow this method. If you get the method proper way, then you can solve by any other method. Okay, here first we follow row reduction method. What is your row reduction method? Now that is the important thing. Just now I show you. What I want to do, I want here 1, here 0, here 0, here 1. So first what I have to do, I have to eliminate these 2. Means I have to make it here 0. Okay, how can I make this 0? If I multiply first row with 2 and I subtract from this, then I can make it 0. So how can I subtract it? Our row number 1 multiply by minus 2 and add in second row. See what I symbol, elementary symbols I explain you. If you don't get it, no problem, you can write it in words. That is also we can do. That first row number 1 multiply with minus 2 and add in second. Okay, if I want to write this in a symbolic manner, then how can I write R2 minus 2R1? This is your symbolic way. If you don't understand, you can write in your own words that first row multiply with minus 2 and added in second. That also you can do. But remember, when you follow the row reduction, you have to for full sum. Row reduction only, you cannot go now on column. Okay, let's multiply this full row with minus 2. So 1, 2, that one you have to keep as it is. We will make a change in the second row. Multiply by 2 matlab minus 2, 2 minus 2 will be 0. Now multiply this with minus 2, minus 4, added will here. So minus 4 and minus 1 will be minus 5. Multiply this with minus 2, added in 0 means minus 2, and this one as it is. So this step clear. Now what we have to make? Here we want 1. So we will divide row number 2 multiply by minus 1 by 5. Row number 2 multiply by minus 1 by 5. So what you will get? 1, 2, 0, 1. Multiply with minus 5. So 2 by 5 and this will be minus 1 by 5. Now only one change you have to make, that we have to reduce this 2 also. So multiply this with minus 2 and added in first. So let's check it. First we multiply second row with minus 2. Okay, we will start from the same question. How we have written here? 1, 0, 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5. Okay, let's multiply second row. We will make a change in R1. So if you write symbolically, R2 multiply by 2 and subtracted from R1. Okay, otherwise second row multiply by minus 2 and add in first row. That also you can write. Both thing is same only. Okay, let's take it 1 as it is because here 0. Multiply with minus 2, so this became 0. Similarly, multiply this with minus 2 means what you get? 1 minus 4 by 5 will be 1 by 5. Multiply this with minus 2, 0 plus 2 by 5. So you will get 2 by 5 here. Now 0, 1, 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5. Now you can check 1, 0, 0, 1. So here you get identity matrix. So this is your A inverse. This one will be your A inverse. Okay, I repeat this sum again for your convenience. So it will be more easier for you to understand this question. Okay, let's take again this question 1, 2, 2 minus 1. Okay, we want to find A inverse. So how can we write 1, 2, 2 minus 1 and 1, 0, 0, 1. Now let's start. First what we want to reduce? Here we want to make a 0. So we can write row number 1 multiply with minus 2 and add in row number 2. We can write this way also. Otherwise I already explained you that how can you write? We are going to make a change in R2. So R2 minus, by which number we are multiplying? 2. So that also you can write. Okay, let's write it 1, 2 1 0. Now multiply with 2. So this became 0. 2 2s are minus 4 will be added in 1 minus 5. Minus 2 plus 0 minus 2 and this one as it is. Now we don't want minus 5, we want 1. So we divide it by minus 5. So how can you write R2 multiply by minus 1 by 5? That can be said divided. So what you get 1 2 1 0 first row as it is. Make a change in second 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. Clear? Now we don't want this 2. So we can write we will make a change in R1 but R1 minus 2 R2. So how can we write? 1 0 0 1. Now make a change here minus 4 2 એટલે minus 4 by 5. 1 minus 4 by 5 is 1 by 5. Minus 2 by 5 added here, so minus 2 by 5 and this will be as it is 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. So what you get? That will be your inverse. So method clear? Now we continue with another sum for the same method. Just now today in this class I explain you only 2 by 2 sum. In next class we will discuss 3 by 3 also. But to understand easiest way, first we follow 2 by 2 only. Now I explain you one more question in which inverse will not exist. I show you that thing. Okay, if you want to find inverse by the same method, then main important thing, that is inverse exist or not, that also you have to check. So in this question we will check that. Inverse second method we will learn in next chapter also. This is the first method, it is quite tedious also and longest also. But which method we will discuss in next class, that will be easiest way. So first let's take and 1 0 0 1. Okay, this is the way of writing how we are solving. Now what to do? If we want to make this one 0, so first we have to divide this by 10, then only we can remove it. So first R1 multiply by 1 by 10. Either you can remove this term also, but let's start with this. So for A inverse, if we divide it by 10, this is minus 2 by 10. Minus 2 by 10 can be written as 1 by 5 also. Minus 5 and 1. Okay, I have written what I have written here. I have to make a change here also. 10 and 0 and 0 and 1. This is the first point. Now we want to remove this. So first row, I will make a change in R2, that first row multiply with 5 and added in second. So what you will get? Check it. 1 minus 1 by 5. 1 by 10 first I have written as it is. Now second, if we multiply with 5, then plus or minus 5 will be 0. If I multiply here with 5, then minus 1 if we added in here 0. If we multiply this by 5, added here means half. And if I multiply this, it will be same. But check, here we are getting both 0. So if you get any row 0 0 term for both the thing, here inverse will not exist. So we learn two things, inverse exists or inverse does not exist. So for this class we stop here, that elementary row reduction method. In next class we first discuss 2 by 2 type only and then 3 by 3. So thank you very much for this class.